Why do these people have their baby laying on the bare floor in the aircraft? Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another video. Quick disclaimer, please ignore the fan in the background. We're having problems with the AC, so no AC right now, and it is a hot week, so that's very interesting. But that's not what this vlog is about. Where did I stop in the intro? My name is Bridgette. I'm a New York City based flight attendant. I am going back to work. It is the day before work. I'm trying to get myself together. By the time all my previous work vlogs have come out, hopefully, and it's a trend. Every vlog I'm like, it's getting really difficult to commute, it's getting really difficult to commute, it's getting really difficult to commute. Well, this week is no difference, you know, with the combination of lack of the frequency of flights that were previously there before COVID, and the aircraft and capacity of the aircraft and the options of airlines and timings. Flying to work is not really an option for me right now, especially with the unreliability. It's what I signed up for, not complaining. I'm just being real with you guys, especially if you are someone who's interested in becoming a flight attendant or interested in commuting. It's not fun. I'm not going to sugarcoat it at all. So yeah, with that, I am taking the bus again. Last summer, I was able to have the luxury of taking the train, which is very peaceful, and only like three and a half hours. Well, that is not an option for this summer. I guess the train transportation field, I don't even know what you would consider it, has caught wind to the lack of flights, especially from the DC to New York area, and their prices have skyrocketed. It doesn't even matter if you try and book a month in advance. I don't know if it's the day that I'm trying to go on, if it's just the route. Nothing is affordable, or for the past 2 months that I've been looking, nothing has been affordable. So we're taking the bus again, and we are going to a location I haven't been in a while, which is Brussels. If you've been a crew member for a while, you would know that I've pretty much been to Brussels every Thanksgiving that I worked. Not by choice, it just kind of happened like that for the past few years. So we're going back there. Thankfully, it is not Thanksgiving, but I wanted to share with you guys a few things that I purchased. Shout out to Court to Fly here on YouTube. I was looking on her Instagram story one day, and she was talking about, was it her Instagram story? I think it was. If it's not, correct me down below. And she was talking about the Notorium lip balms. This isn't the shade bundle that I wanted to get. The one that she was showing that she loves is the like brown shade bundle, but they didn't have that, so I got a different shade bundle. It should probably be like that. This, there's one missing in the middle because I've already used it. It's like a bubblegum pink kind of color, so it would be in the middle of there. It comes with 5. I think it was like $40, but I had a discount code, so I didn't end up paying all of that. But I wanted to splotch one for you guys, so I'm going to pick Jam. We're going to try it on my lips because, as you can see by my lips, they're dry, just for you guys. That's too close for my liking. So like I said, this is the Notorium. Comment down below if you were calling this Natrium and didn't know that it was Notorium. And I don't even know if I'm still pronouncing that right, but that's beside the fact. Photo Glow Lip Balm in the color Jam. As always, I will link these down below for you guys. The one that I did try before, I really do like. It wasn't as pigmented as I expected it to be, so that's why I'm curious to see if this one is, because it is the darkest shade that I purchased. Can you guys see that? So it does look dark coming out of the tube. Oh, it is. Let's see if it stays dark. Okay, it has a little pigment to it, which I think is cute. Not too sure if this one's going to go in my work bag for my trip tomorrow. I know for sure the clear transparent one is going to. Ignore this. It is a pimple treatment that got wiped off. Yeah, so this one is going to go in my, sorry, this one for sure is going to go in my work bag. But at this point, I guess this one is coming with me too for my trip. And as always, I will link them down below. So far, so good. I like the texture. If you're a TikTok girl, you know, a few months ago they were going in about the topicals slick salve and saying how it's too sticky. This isn't sticky at all. So, but it does have like a nice thick kind of feeling. Not too thick that you would think it would be cakey, but a good happy medium. Let me zoom back out. So the next item that I got was their Smoother Glycolic Body Lotion. Sorry, Glycolic Acid Body Lotion. I'm excited to try this out. And then they were having some promotion where you got a free Glow Getter Multi-Oil Body Wash. The other thing that I got was the body oil from this brand. And what put me on to Naturium in general was me seeing this, the Glow Getter. I like that name because it kind of reminds me of my YouTube handle, bgettesetter, in the spelling, the G-E-T-T-E. Anywho, let me get back on track. The multi-oil body butter. This thing, chef's kiss. I love the thick consistency. It is fragrance free, so they say. I would say a smell. Oops, and I just cleaned this table. It does have a smell. It's not a perfume smell, if that makes sense. Like, it's more of like a natural smell, but I don't smell it on my skin. So if that's something you're concerned about, you don't have to worry about that. Don't know where my phone is. I wanted to do something that we normally used to do and haven't done in a while, which was, you know, pack my bag, check the weather in reverse order, check the weather, pack my bag with you guys. But I guess this will be B-roll because my phone is nowhere near me. And I'm not getting up to get it right now. So, cue the montage.
Side in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I grew beside. All the niggas round me, ride and they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by. I'm outside in an AMG, right outside, TT, two-turn baby girl, you know me.
So there's a few staples that I keep in my bag. It doesn't matter where I'm going, and I wanted to share those with you guys before we start packing the clothes. So we first start with this back pocket right here. This is a work bag. It's going to have stains. I wipe the inside of these bags with Clorox wipes, but some of the stains don't come out. First thing that I would always recommend is having like a little rain jacket or windbreaker that stays in your bag. You see how compact it is. It has its own little pouch. Next thing is washcloths, disposable washcloths, reusable washcloths, whatever you prefer, because I've experienced a lot of the hotels in Europe do not provide these, and I need a washcloth. This is my feminine products that I just keep in here for just in case. Shower cap, my exfoliating cloth that I use in the shower. This is a must. Not this specific bag, but just a bag. I keep 2 of these in my rollerboard. They are reusable bags. You bring them with you when you're walking the streets. It's a custom for me because where I live you pay for bags, so I'm used to that. But especially in Europe, I think they also make you pay for bags in most places, and it's just a good thing to have. So these always stay in my bag. And then this is just a regular laundry bag from the hotels. I always keep an extra one in my rollerboard just in case I forget my personalized laundry bag, I have an extra one, or if I need to separate some type of clothes, there's one there. These two things are miscellaneous, they're not staples. A face mask, it's a staple for me, but it may not be for you. And then this is a shoe polisher. So next pro tip, if you see these in the hotels in your room, take them. They're good to keep in your bag. It's not stealing, they're there for your use. If you notice that your shoes are looking a little dusty or need a good wipe down, I always have that in my bag. Next area is this mesh area. Obviously the size differs on bags. My Briggs & Riley bag, it's half this size, but that's not really that big of a deal. But here I keep things that I need easily accessible. So this is my hair gel. Yes, it looks crazy in this shower cap. I had to be resourceful. If you know the London problems, you know, but we're not going to get into that. I keep these reusable, they're actually retainer pouches or containers, but I use them for other items. As you saw, I put my cotton rounds in one of them. I like that they have the little perforated holes. I got these on Amazon. They are linked in my Amazon store. A comb. I almost took this out the last time I packed, and guess what? I used it for the first time that trip, so I'm happy it's still in there. This is a pro tip that I got from a senior mama. I didn't know much about it, but maybe you do, or maybe I'm teaching you something new as well. This is like iron-on fabric tape. So I could have really used this on my last trip because the hem of my dress unraveled, and you just use the iron, it's heat activated, and it sticks the cloth back together. Is it a permanent fix? I don't really think so, but it should be able to get you through a trip. This is self-explanatory. There's scrunchies for my hair. A lint roller, an extra pen. This is also something where I say if you see it in the hotel, take it. This is lavender oil, supposed to help you relax and sleep. I swear by these things. I did not use it on my last trip, but I used it on the trip before because someone made me spill orange juice all on my uniform. These are travel size detergents. Just one like gentle reminder or tip for you: make sure you really wash it out. It may look like you got all the soap out, but this thing is very sudsy, as the name. And this is like my medicines that I bring with me regularly. If I'm feeling congested, this is a vapor patch. I think the World of Whisk here on YouTube put me onto these. And then this is self-explanatory, Sleep Ease that I get from London. Last item are cotton rounds, which I don't think I'm actually going to put back in here because they are open and I don't want them loose in the bag. So, as you guys know, or if you are new here, when I did used to share me packing my bag for work, I would always start with checking the weather. My phone is on the charger, so you're just going to have to believe me. The low is 52 and the high is 75. Fun fact, I don't plan on going out on this layover, but I still pack at least something casual just in case, like if I need to run out and get something to eat, so on and so forth. So if you are not new and you are a OG crew member, you know that I love packing cubes. These are my jam. I love how neat and compartmentalized my bag looks. I know where everything is because everything is in a packing cube of a different size. So Aero Trunk was nice enough to reach out to me and send me their 4-pack packing cube organization system, and I already know that these are going to be my new favorites. They will definitely be linked down below and in my Amazon storefront because I've opened them before showing them to you guys, so you're not getting my first impression, but I already like them and I haven't used them. First thing I like is the color. I'm a sucker for a neutral, but the sizing too. So typically in my bag right now, I use 4 packing cubes. I would call this a small, this medium, or these two, maybe this is large, and this is medium, and this is small. So I use 4 packing cubes right now, and the system that they gave me is also 4 packing cubes, but they're sized differently. So we have small, we have medium, we have almost large, and then we have large. What I like about these, small could be large once you see this. Oh, I did the wrong zipper. Take number 2. The amount of space you have in this is crazy. Do you see that? Do you see how much they compress? So I'm going to pack my stuff in these. I'm not going to bore you with that part of the video, and I will come back to show you how they look, how they work, how they feel. So see you in the next clip. I'm back. I changed my mind. I want to show you the size before and after the compression, but I do want to say that I didn't even need to use the almost large bag because I could fit everything in the small, medium, and large bag. So as of right now, we have downsized on the amount of packing cubes that we are using in the bag. So let's compress these. As you can see, these are the 3 sizes. We'll start with the smallest size. This one is my undergarments. Yes, I'm an overpacker in that department. No, you could never make me change. So this is the after. Yes, I had a little trouble getting to this tail end of the zipper, but that is not the fault of the compression packing cube. That's me overstuffing it. We'll put a before and after somewhere in here, editing Bridgette. But as of right now, my bag is going to be light. So far, Aero Trunk is my new favorite. Even stacked, you guys, this is not going to take up that much space in my bag. Oh, you can't see. Like, that's not a lot. So I'm going to pack these stuff in my bag. Excuse the background. I'm trying to get my life together. And I'll show you the final end result. This is the final product with everything in the bag. As you guys see, I still have a lot of space to put other things. My toiletry bag, my shoes that I will wear on the layover are underneath this, and this is about it. So I definitely at this point recommend Aero Trunk. I will come back in a few months and see how it's held up and let you guys know. But as always, anything I share with you, if it can be linked, it will be linked, and this will be linked in the description box below. So one thing I do want to say is that in this back zipper pocket that I did not share, I always carry a fanny pack with me. It's not in there right now because I was using it for another use outside of work, but it stays in here. So I have like a travel on the go bag already in my rollerboard, and I don't have to worry about packing another one. That is it for now. I will see you guys in the next clip. True. I know. I've been a bad vlogger on this vlog, or this trip, I should say. I did not speak to you guys since I left home, but for good reasons. I haven't done this in a while, so I wanted to give you a quick room tour before I fully live in the room. We have made it to Brussels. I'm tired, but that's nothing out of the norm. So let's cue the montage.
I just caught a shorty off a Finsta. Just the one on hoodie, it's a crenshaw. Way that I've been living unconventional. I'm just trying to make it to the end, you know. Certain things have started getting pissed off. Think we need to have a sun adventure. I could be a man, but maybe down the road. Right now I would rather see my heart turn to chrome. Rather see my heart turn crystal.
So as you guys can see, we have a cute little view. I'll let you in on a little secret. I was here 2 weeks ago, and I didn't really vlog. So we are back again. Thankfully, this room is much cooler than my room was 2 weeks ago. I had asked for a fan then, and they didn't want to bring me one, which was very bizarre. But I can feel the air in this room just being in here. So let's do a crew debriefing. I got a croissant from the restaurant downstairs. They were nice enough to give it to me for free. I was willing to pay because, you know, nothing in life is free. But we have a lot to talk about. So, first things first, I was supposed to be working with one of my friends, fellow flight attendant, on this trip. And I was excited to work with him. Shout out to Ciandre, but he wasn't able to commute. So we didn't end up working together, but we will work again in the future. And after him, people started dropping like flies off this trip, you guys. I mean, I look, 1 name's gone, 2 names gone, 3 names gone, 4 names gone. And at one point, there was not a purser for the main cabin. And typically, what happens in that situation is that the most senior person on the trip will get escalated to that position. Sorry, you guys. If they don't have any purser qualified people on standby, on reserve, on whatever. And I was the most senior. So I was nervous. But then miraculously, they found someone else who was way more senior than me, so I was so thankful for that. So with that, we got a few standby people to fill in the positions that were open, and thankfully we did, because one of the flight attendants was saying she did this last week and they left with 5 people for a whole full plane, or 6 people, one of the two, whatever the minimum crew was. That is crazy. So I ended up being the most senior. I picked galley. And something that I do now that I'm more comfortable with galley, because you guys who are original OG crew members know that I used to avoid galley like the plague. I did not want to. Me and galley were not here. But we are now. So I made it a little statement in the briefing that, you know, if anyone gets galley and they're not comfortable with it, I will work it both directions. And that's what I will be doing, because the person who ended up getting it was one of the people on standby, and she's fairly new and she's not comfortable. So she was like, please, can we swap? I'm cool. I'm fine with that. Now on to the flight. I had to take notes. That's how much happened. So we board. We do our 1, 2. We close the door. We push back. This is New York. This is JFK, for those who know, after a certain hour, or pretty much all day long. Takeoffs take forever. You stay in line waiting to take off for forever. So we're in line and we get a call. The person answers the phone and he's like, I'll call you back. So myself and the other flight attendant are like, hey, what's going on? He said, one of the flight attendants in the back just called saying a passenger left their passport in the airport and wants us to return to the gate. So I have to call the pilots. And we're like, what? So they call the pilots. They're like, yeah, no, we're not returning to the gate, but we'll figure something out. So it went from us not returning to the gate to returning to the gate to we don't know what we're doing to getting out of line for takeoff. And what ended up happening, because one of the pilots told us as we were walking off the aircraft to go to the hotel shuttle, they pulled over. They brought the little, I don't know what it's called. If any of you guys are rampers watching this, comment this down below and give us the correct technical term. But that little conveyor belt thingy that they put the bags on and slide it into the belly of the plane for the person that's inside to stack the bags. Let me rewind. They found a gate agent to find the passport in the airport, gave it to the rampers. The rampers drove that little machine up to the flight deck window, tilted it all the way up, climbed up the rampy thing, and handed the passport through the window. If that isn't stellar service, I don't know what is. First time for everything, literally. So that was pretty much the highlight of the flight. And then, since I was in galley, I wasn't having that much passenger interaction, but a passenger had walked past and came and asked for a bottle of water, and he looked so familiar, and I'm like, hi sir, were you on this flight 2 weeks ago? Because like I just told you guys, I was here 2 weeks ago going to the States. He said, yes, I was. I said, I think I worked your flight. He's like, oh my gosh, wow, you remembered me. That's so nice. You have good memory. I was like, oh no, I don't, but I remember faces better than I remember names, and I remember your face. And he's like, that's so nice of you. Yes, I was supposed to be going back to Brussels yesterday, but I missed my connection from Atlanta, so on and so forth. So that was a nice little connection. And yeah, so it is 9:35 a.m. local time. I'm about to eat my croissant. I don't even know if that's how you really pronounce it, but I'm about to eat this, drink my water, go and bathe, take a nap, talk to you guys in the next clip. Hey crew, it is many hours later. I have woken up from a nap. I ordered my food, which took forever to come, almost 2 hours to get my food. At one point I thought they were going to just cancel the order because it just kept saying waiting for restaurant to confirm. It is, what time is it? 9:08 local time. I'm actually trying to edit a vlog for you guys. So by the time you see this vlog I'm talking to you in right now, excuse me, it should be up. So I'll link it somewhere around here. It rains. I did not go anywhere. The sun came back out like nothing ever happened. Last time I was here, I got this chicken fried rice from a Thai restaurant and it was really good. And I decided to try their pad see ew. Comment down below or correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. That is actually my favorite Thai dish. But what I don't understand is they give you your food with no utensils. Like, I don't know, you guys. So that's that. I am, like I said, trying to do a little editing. I would like in a perfect world for the vlog to go up tomorrow, but as of right now, it doesn't really look like that. I'll probably do like 2 hours of editing and then head to sleep because I do have to get up tomorrow. I haven't even ironed my uniform or packed up my stuff, which I will for sure do tonight because it does set me up for success for the morning. I think that's about it. I just wanted to come back and update you guys. Very lazy, very quiet layover, just how I like it. And yeah, so I'll see you in the next clip. Good morning, crew. It is 8:25. It's almost time for me to leave the hotel. I just wanted to come on and say good morning before heading out. We're putting out positive vibes and energy that today's going to be a calm, cool, uneventful, productive day. And we're going to make it home safely and in time. So I'll see you in the next clip. In your mouth, you speak good to me. I ain't built like him. Fucking with a G. Just cause I fuck you, that don't mean I trust you. I don't. So I wanted to close this vlog out, excuse me, and do a quick debrief. You're going to be seeing this outfit in the intro of the next vlog because I start working tomorrow, but that's not information for this vlog. I need my phone because I had to write notes down. In all honesty, it's been about a week since that trip. I know that we went to Brussels. I can't remember if I told you guys when I was in the hotel that I swapped with one of the crew members. So I ended up working galley going back, which was totally fine for me. I don't mind it. I actually enjoy galley, and she was quite scared to work galley, so that was fine. So everything was going, for the most part, as good as it could. I was first break this time. We did first service. It went on as good as it could. You know, one thing I will say, with this job, you know, you work with different people, different personalities. You may not gel with everyone's personality, and that's just that. As long as you're both respectful, that's all that really matters. And yeah, that's pretty much what I encountered, but everyone did their job the best they could, and that's all you can really do. So I was first break, going to my break, or I was going to do something and coming back up, and I saw something move on the floor. So it kind of made me like, look, why do these people have their baby laying on the bare floor in the aircraft? Like, baby, not toddler, not, you know, what is the next stage after toddler, whatever that's considered. Baby laying on the floor on their stomach, feet out into the aisle. And just so happened, I didn't even see the feet because it was dark in the cabin. The baby moved their feet, and that's what triggered me to look down. And I'm like, what in the world? Comment down below if you don't find that bizarre, because I don't have children, but I don't feel like that would be something that I would do when I do have children. I don't know. I'm curious to see what your point of view is on that. So after that, you know, I went on break, came back from break, other group went on break, and then the pilot called saying that we were going to have a bit of turbulence coming into New York, so we would have to start the service early and finish early so that we can clear up everything and sit down. Cool, no problem. I had already had everything set up, so that wasn't a problem for me. We're doing service. It's going as smooth as it could. And I hand this lady, my responsibility was to go in the aisle and show the passengers the two options and let them pick which one they wanted for the pre-arrival service. She picks her order. I hand it to her. I'm doing both aisles, so I'm having to go back and forth, which is a little tedious, but hey, it's a part of the job. And as I come back onto her side, I'm going to serve the person or ask the person behind her which choice they want. And she starts screaming, and I said, I'll be with you in just a moment, because I have two trays in my hand, and I've been having problems with my wrist, like freezing up. It's a weird experience. It doesn't happen every time, but I was experiencing it then, and it's quite uncomfortable. So I was trying to work as fast and as safe as possible to put these trays down. So I told her, I'll be with you in one moment. So I hand the person their tray. I go and put down the other tray, and I come back to her and I said, how can I help you? Now, one thing that I don't think people do purposely, and it's not something that they even notice, is that because they're sitting and we're standing, there's a big difference in space between us. So if you're not speaking up and the aircraft is already loud, 9 times out of 10, I'm only going to speak for myself. I can't hear you. And I feel like I'm a person who has pretty good hearing. But she was speaking so low. So I bent forward towards her to try and hear what she said. I said, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. So she starts yelling. She's like, this is frozen. And the meal that she had an egg in it. Why did this lady decide to mash the egg into my hand? Now that, you guys, you know, I tried to speak positivity and tell you guys, don't let these people take you out of character. That instantly, that all went left. That instantly sent me into a rage. Like, I was instantly annoyed. Because why are you touching me, number one? And why would you think it's acceptable to put food on me, number two? Because if I did that to you, you would be writing into the company and I would be in somebody's office trying to explain my actions. So that rant over really annoyed me, and I kept my cool and my composure. I did not react in the annoyance, and I said, okay, I can take this from you. I apologize for that, but would you like the other option? So she's still going on and on. That doesn't answer my question. Would you like the other option? Disclaimer, you guys, I didn't say that part to her. So I repeat it again. Would you like the other option? She's like, yeah. So then her husband's sitting next to her. He sees the whole encounter. He sees her mash the egg into my hand, my arm. And he's like, oh, she was saying so-and-so. I said, I heard her. And he's like, oh, like, that wasn't necessary. So I go back to the galley. I wipe the food off my arm and I give her the other meal. I don't even understand what her thought process was. Like I said, I was in the galley, so I wasn't really interacting with the passengers. But when I was speaking to the flight attendant who was working on that side, she did give me a little bit of insight that I'm not going to share with you guys. But people are just strange. And I guess this is just one of the experiences for summer travel. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And then the blatant, how do I politically correctly say this, dislike for people on the aircraft, while it should not be funny because it is a sad thing on their side that they're that miserable, it always makes me laugh how people go out of the way to let them know, to let you know they don't like you. So we're, saying goodbye to the passengers. At this point, we've landed. Thank you, goodbye, have a nice day. This passenger walks up. I'm like, thank you, have a nice day. I'm smiling. She looks me up and down, like mugs me up and down. Doesn't say anything, keeps walking. Mind you, I don't know this lady from a can of paint. We did not interact. This is my first time seeing her. She was not in the cabin that I was working in, so there wasn't like there was some interaction between us. And then she moves on to the other crew members who are a little bit down past me, and she turns to them and she's like, thank you so much, wanting to shake their hand, and looks back at me. I'm like, if you thought that this was going to make me feel any type of way, you picked the wrong person. You're the only one that's filled with hate, not me. So whether you're in the airline industry, it doesn't matter where you are. When you interact with people who are filled with hate, don't let it affect you, you guys, because that's too much work. That hate is too much work. You keep going about your day. You know you're a good person. Let that stuff slide off your back. So yeah, that is it for that. Now, we finished the trip a little bit late, but it still gave me enough time to would have given me enough time to get to my commuting flight. But New York that day was forecasting a summer storm. So the operation flipped it and reversed it. All the regional flights were canceled. There was no way for me getting home. Excuse me. There was a Hail Mary flight that we thought we were going to be able to get on. That one we were not able to get on. I actually met up with another friend who does commute to the same area as me, which was good, because trying to figure out this stuff by yourself in the midst of it can be overwhelming and a headache. So I'm happy we had each other, and we ended up having to ride the bus home. So after trying to navigate all of that, get something to eat, we then had to hightail it from the airport to the bus station. You should have seen us running through the train station, up the escalator, down the escalator with our bags, up the stairs, down the stairs to get to the train station, and literally got there just in time that they started boarding, got on, and made it home around midnight or 1 a.m. in the morning. So I had been up over 24 hours. That's the side of commuting that's not fun. Knock on wood, I haven't really experienced that other than this time that I'm telling you about yet for the summer, but we've just entered the summer flying, in my opinion. So I'm just praying I don't have a lot of these instances in the future, because it drains me. That day drained me. So yeah, that is it for that. I don't think I have anything else to share as far as that trip. Yeah, so this is the end of this vlog, but a new vlog will be starting as soon as I end this clip, but that's here nor there. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and see you soon.